Hello, Fellowship family. My name is Ben, and welcome into the Church Bulletin. Thank you for joining us this month for the whole month of March, and we are going to get things going here. And I'm joined, of course, as always, by Emma Whitmer.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm the digital media coordinator here, and we are also joined with Elise Holiday, our nursery coordinator.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Elise.
What's going on?
Since you can't hear the obvious, hello from everyone watching, they're definitely gonna respond.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the applause. Yeah, just the mention of your name.
I'm hearing it in my head.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we should get that checked out. But yeah, we like to, here on the Church Bulletin, just give you a hopefully an overview of most of the big things happening around our church for the month that you're watching this. And maybe are we recapping anything? Do we have any major recaps for February?
Just a couple.
A couple. So we'll touch base, let you know what's been happening around the church in February, and just things that you can look forward to as we move along the year here. So before we dive into that, there is always something we like to do, and it's our Would You Rather question. So Elise, we're going to ask a would you rather question. And so far, Emma and I have only agreed once. So I hate to say you're going to have to pick a side, but
I'll be the tiebreaker.
You might have to.
Maybe.
All right. The would you rather question is, since, let me preface this. So, my wife has already been talking about, March, spring, allergies coming up. Have you seen that meme where, it's like the Game of Thrones, brace yourselves, and he's got his sword in the ground ready to go. That's our household getting ready for allergies to come in now that we've had like a 60-degree day already. And so my question centers around what we love to do during allergy season, which is sneezing.
Love it.
Okay, would you rather sneeze for 24 hours straight one day of the year, or sneeze once every hour for a whole month of the year? And as I was thinking of this earlier, so it's like impossible to sneeze and sleep at the same time, or so I've been told. I wouldn't know because I'm usually asleep. But I will say maybe on the 24-hour one, you get like a couple hours. You can catch a cat nap. But outside of that, you're going to sneeze like once per minute. That's what it's going to be. Like one sneeze per minute, SPMs. So that's like, I did the math, that's like 1,400 sneezes if you didn't take a break. Like there's 1,400 roughly minutes in a day. So
And then how many sneezes for the month? If it's
like
an hour?
750, something like that. So once an hour for 30 days. So yeah, you're buying in bulk with the one day, but you are also like, I mean, that's like, imagine like you have allergies and it's just like, I don't have to sneeze. Like you won't sneeze for the whole month.
Right.
You know? I mean.
And like once you're done with that 24 hours, the whole year, no sneezes.
No sneezes. Well, yeah, let's call it that. Since it's all fairy tale make-believe anyway, let's say that. And if that's the case, I think my vote's going to go to the one day.
Okay.
I'm just going to grin and bear it, but I am a little worried about my heart.
I was thinking the same thing.
I am a little worried that like with all that sneezing, I know like it just feels like it wrecks you. Like when you have like a sneeze fit, and that's usually like a dozen sneezes at most. And so
That's a lot.
Imagine that times 100 per day, you know? Like it's just like, oh my gosh.
And you can barely recover in that the rest of the minute.
Mm-hmm.
I think sneezing feels good.
What? Oh,
I think
hot
sneezing
take.
feels good. Yeah.
Really?
Actually,
I
like
do
the
love a
relief
sneeze.
of like after you sneeze, like the buildup is awful. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
afterwards, it feels great.
Really?
Yeah.
So you like, maybe you're not like a violent sneezer, because for me,
No.
like I just can go, achoo, achoo. Like I just feel my whole body coming out of my mouth and my nose.
I
when
do
sneeze.
feel like most men are very violent sneezers.
Yeah.
Like
My
I could
husband,
hear my
like,
dad
yells.
sneeze from miles away.
Yeah, that's fair.
What were you saying?
My husband just yells. Like it's like a scream. Like Batman, but sneezing. Like it's so aggressive. Yeah, it is so
Where's
aggressive.
Rachel?
Exactly. So yeah, I am more
man.
of a quiet sneezer.
Okay,
But
okay.
I really don't.
It doesn't
mind
take
it.
So-
make its toll. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
don't know
this
what
is
it
a really easy
What-
answer.
you're doing the one
I'm
day?
gonna take some PTO.
Yeah,
And I'm
for
going to
sure.
hold myself in my house.
Do
And
the
I'm
one
going to
day.
sneeze for 24 hours.
Okay. This might not be a hard would you rather. Where are you at, Emma?
I think I would also do the 24 hours.
24 hours? Okay.
Yeah, stay in my house and just sneeze all day.
Yeah.
Get close to no sleep. I'd probably take 2 PTO days so that I could sleep the next day.
Oh, that's
And
true.
really
Because you wouldn't
rest.
be able to
Yeah.
sleep
Because
very
you would
much.
need that rest after sneezing all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair. So it's going to sound like you guys have mice in your houses because you'll have your soft lady sneezes going all day, right? And then and then my
much.
house is going to sound like a caveman lives there.
Yeah,
all day long.
your poor
sneezing.
wife.
I feel
Is
like
what I'm
most
thinking.
of
She's
the
not
time,
sleeping either.
Yeah.
Most of the
That's fair.
time when I have to sneeze, I'm like in a public setting where I don't want
So
to
you're
like
holding
sneeze.
it in.
So I hold
Yeah.
it in and it does hurt me.
That's
But
true. Maybe that's why, because I'm trying to hold
Yeah.
in like a thunderstorm every time I try to sneeze.
No, you
Just
gotta let it
be.
out. You gotta let it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And no one
And
would want to
cover,
be
though,
around you
cover.
all day. I mean,
No.
you're just essentially a human sprinkler at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, watch out. Give me a radius. I
But
need
then
it.
if it's throughout the year, is it like a certain time every single day? Like, okay, 7 a.m., scheduling a sneeze.
No, it's like
It'd be once an hour for a month.
oh, yeah.
So maybe you could pick to some degree. I'd let you do that to make that, but no one's going to choose that. I think this is a bad would you rather question. So it's okay. But
all
yeah,
right.
we'd rather all just suffer
unanimous.
violently for a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, I just feel like I would be fine with the every hour for maybe like a week, maybe 2. But a whole month I think would get really old.
Yeah. Well, here's to hoping that everyone's sneezes are not insane and we can not have a day full of sneezes. But not only are allergies starting up in March, we have a couple other things that are starting up in March as well. Emma, would you like to start us with that?
Sure. Well, we're also kind of reflecting. So in February, we had baptisms during service. We had not done that in a while.
That's right.
Ever since I've been here, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
They always have been after service. And so, yeah, we did it towards the end, and it was so awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we get to see all the lead up to that with just preparing those that are wanting to get baptized. And we had some testimonial videos that Ben got to like shoot and put together. And then I still got to take pictures during the baptisms, which was a little different because it was during it. Normally at the end of the services, I just like stand there and I take them. But since I was in front of everybody, and
You're
then
just like-
I was crouched down the whole time.
You don't want to block anybody, but it's
No.
impossible not to
And
block anybody.
I was reminding myself, I was like, I'm getting older. I'm not meant to be on the ground like this. If anyone saw me like stand up afterwards, I was like,
was there the sigh as you said?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully we had like some music going. No one could hear like the
I
knees
mean,
cracking.
luckily-
and
well, we actually did because there was a song that we sang afterwards just to celebrate the baptism. So it was all was well.
All's good.
No one was looking at me. It was good.
Yeah, and we are continuing that this next month. So if that's something that you have been considering, if maybe you kind of saw how we did baptisms in February, reach out because we do baptisms on the third full weekend of the month. And you know, it's such a joy to be able to do it with our whole church family. It does make it where we need to prepare a little bit more. So we're recording videos, we're recording the testimonies, we're sitting down with people. So if you're interested, I would say just don't wait. Just jump in. We're going to have, like, you can go to our website. You can reach out. You can just reach out to the church office, call the church. If we'll get you in contact with somebody.
Yeah.
If you're interested in being baptized this month, let us know. But we're gonna try that again this next month in March, and hopefully it goes just as well because it was awesome to be a part of and to witness that.
And I loved I guess for me on the social media side of things, getting to see after I posted about some of the baptisms. Obviously, we during the services, everyone cheered for those that were baptized and just the work that the Lord has done and is going to continue to do in their lives. But also just to see it on the back end of things with our social media, like in the comments of like, this was so amazing. I've missed seeing them in service. I've just all the things like that was really encouraging too.
Yeah.
I think for us as even just staff members to like be like, oh, we need to continue this.
Right. Yeah,
I even went on like our YouTube channel and rewatched them because they were like so powerful.
Oh,
and
really?
I mean, they were tear jerkers for sure.
Oh,
It was
that's
so
awesome.
awesome to be able to
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah. It's always a little nerve wracking when you're doing something like I know we spent, a couple months just kind of talking about doing this. And then you kind of throw it out there. You're like, is this a good direction for our church to go? And it seems like it is. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah. We also have a couple other things coming up for family ministry, but maybe we take this time to let Elise kind of tell us a little bit more about what you do, because you're all in children's ministry.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about what you do, and then your big event coming up for Easter. I know it's not technically March, but
Yeah, absolutely. So as the nursery coordinator, I oversee ages 3 months up until about 3.5 years. And so part of that is planning the curriculum along with the rest of our children's team. So everything that we do on the weekends, we work on throughout the week. And then I'm here every service on the weekends, just getting to see all the sweet little kids that come in here. And then additionally, I also manage the childcare team here. So for Monday and Tuesday weeknight classes, or like our marriage date nights, anything like that, I handle the childcare for that. So yeah, it's really wonderful. I love my job.
That's awesome.
I love that. And you get to, obviously, you said all the sweet little kids. We also get to like spend a lot of time with volunteers of all ages, right?
Yeah, it's honestly kind of the best of both worlds because I not only get to oversee volunteers, and we have young students up through, I mean, we have some grandmothers that love to just come in and snuggle the infants, and it's just so amazing. And then I also get to partner with parents. I mean, I get to see all of the families that come through with children of that age. And so I just really get to hang out with people of all age. And it's a really wonderful thing. I love it.
That's super cool.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, and props to you. I am currently, we don't have kids, but a lot of our close friends and stuff do. And even still, it's like I get so nervous anytime I'm holding or with someone else's baby. I'm like, I don't want to break your baby. So
yeah,
I would be frozen in fear if I helped in the nursery.
Yeah, I have a 2-year-old, so I'm kind of used to the chaos. So that's like right in my realm.
I was about to say, that probably softens you up pretty well.
It does, yeah. A little bit of personal experience there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, awesome. I'd love to have you part of our team. And I was just sitting here thinking as you're describing what you do, like, maybe there's a really well-educated 3-year-old out there listening to this, but for the most part, most people, joining us here, they're going to be the people that benefit from what you do. And so, just childcare for like classes, Tuesday night classes, stuff like that. I mean, I just, again, not as a parent myself, but with like our small group and stuff, like, we pivot so much because kids are unpredictable. It's, you can't, you've got to take care of kids, and you being able to offer that just makes it possible. So it's cool to see you have a team, coordinating a team and just making them capable of leading. And so thanks for all that you do, Elise.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. And something that maybe some people don't know is that not only are we, allowing parents to be able to go and enjoy service, but we also are creating a ministry experience specific to each age of child. So we're able to teach them the gospel and help them find and follow Jesus Christ and meet them where they're at. Just like parents are able to go do in service as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being a good presence for them.
Yeah.
Yes. It's awesome.
Well, speaking of presence, and with a C. Well, maybe there are some presents because you told us what's in store for this. If they can go find their own presents, right? For our ombole, Easter ombole coming up, right?
Great segue.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you. Tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So April 13th, we are going to be having our Easter ombole. And so ombole is something we do quarterly. It's a chance for families to come and just hear a really wonderful message from our children's director, Keelan. We sometimes will have a dinner, and then we'll have really fun activities for families to just be able to come together and not only be in community and be intentional in their own little circle, but also be able to meet other families that are also taking advantage of our children's ministry. So we will have a yummy ham dinner. And then we'll also have some fun games and some crafts. And then we'll do an Easter egg hunt as well.
So special.
Yes. I know you're waiting for that Easter egg hunt.
Come on.
Come on. I've loved when we've ever had Easter egg hunts for children's ministry. I've loved getting to take pictures of those. And so I'm excited for this one too.
The competition comes out and people are ready.
I have to be very strategic of where I'm going to stand because it is a stampede.
Yeah, stay out of my way. I'm coming in.
Absolutely. It's a blast to watch.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so fun. I love that.
Yeah. So put that down in your calendars this month. Register this month. Go ahead because registrations are going to be open this month, right?
It'll be about mid-March that'll be open.
Okay, sweet. Awesome.
Love it.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. And then something else to put on your radar, it actually is going to be in May, but we have a concert coming up May 8th. We have We the Kingdom coming for a really special, unplugged. That's what they're calling their concert, unplugged songs and stories. And we sing a lot of We the Kingdom songs,
especially in our student ministry at Surge. So.
And I've always been a fan of theirs. They're awesome musicians, so it should be a really cool concert. And as you're listening to this, tickets are available. So you can go to our events page at fellowshiptopeka.com/events and get your tickets there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we do their songs at student ministry a lot. And I've gone back now that we kind of know that they're coming. I've gone and listened to, a lot of their stuff. I mean, it's just fun, right? It's just, I don't know. And that's why we do it a lot with student ministry, right? It's like you can get a little crazier at Surge maybe than like a weekend perhaps, but it's just there's a lot of joy that you can hear in their music. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it really will be. Like, I feel like we say this with a lot of things, but it will be a fun night of music. Yeah, I really do think so.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing that's going to be fun, hopefully, is Easter itself, Easter service, Easter weekend. We're going to be doing basically normal service times, but we're going to add in a 7:30 service on Easter Sunday that morning. So you can go ahead and start planning around that. We are asking. I think at this point we are, if you have the ability to go to the 5 o'clock or the 7:30, we have a lot of people join us on Easter that, are only going to be aware of our 9:15 and our 11 o'clock service. So, if you're plugged in here at Fellowship and your family's flexible, come join us at the 7:30, come join us at the 5 o'clock. Just helps make room for everybody. Cause it's fun to be here. And I mean, I think it's going to be a full house at all services, but maybe a little more room to spare at the 5 and the 7:30.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have, before Easter weekend, we have the Good Friday service on April 18th at 6:30. That's something that we brought back a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because I remember until that point, I had never been to one.
Right.
That they may have done here before that, but that's one of my favorite services of the entire year.
So good.
I almost have no words for it. I love it so much. So
wow, very descriptive. Yeah, it is good though. I'm not making fun of you, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a good time of reflection, because I know with Easter it's just a fun time to kind of be to just do a normal service, and that's more just a lot of components. Maybe that's the right thing I'm looking for during a normal Easter service, especially because we're working in baptism. We're hoping to work in baptism also for Easter service. So a lot of different things, but the Friday service is an opportunity where, I mean, it's really relaxed. There are not many things we're trying to do. No. We're just trying to spend time to reflect. Yeah. Which is perfect.
And nursery is open for that. So
that's
we'll
right.
have the nursery open Good Friday.
There
and then
go.
For Easter, we won't have it for the 7:30, but children's ministry is still open, just like the rest of our services on the weekend, the 5, 9, 15, and the 11.
There you go. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
From an inside source.
Kind of. Actually, it's recorded.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think that's all we have coming up. We'll be at you next month. We're going to have some fun guests as we talk about more events coming up in April. But for the month of March, just kind of brace yourself. Spring's here. Keep an eye on our events calendar, our events page on our church website. Yeah. If you just want to get plugged in, see what's going on, always feel free to go to our events page. Emma does a great job keeping that updated.
Actually, our admins keep the events page updated.
Sorry.
I
our
do
admins
not.
do. Our admins do. But Emma knows what's on there. So
Yes, I know it.
a lot
front
of
and
it
back.
comes through Emma. So if you ever, ever want to know what's going on, check our events page.
Yep, absolutely. And Elise, thank you so much for joining us. It was so fun.
Yes,
even
thank you.
for me as a coworker of yours to get to hear more about what you do and also just like your heart for the nursery team, also just children's ministry in general,
and the
families.
intentionality that you guys have in the nursery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for staying posted on the Church Bulletin. We will see you in April.